Well, well, well. Hello, everybody. This is Cheryl, Person Centered Cyber. After a, 6, 7 month hiatus, I am back. All right. I never really went anywhere. Okay. If y'all saw me on LinkedIn and Twitter and all that, I've still been active. I just haven't made any videos. But I'm getting back on the saddle. All right. Because some stuff has slowed down and she got time today. Okay, so let me tell you what I've been doing. Um, so the number one thing that has kept me off of YouTube is my full time job. Okay, the my boss so I work for a contractor. Okay, for DCSA. So the guy who was my manager decided to go work for the government. Okay, and because the CISO I enjoy a really great relationship with our CISO. She preferred that I step into that position. And because, I'd been there for a while, I already knew everything. We talked and did stuff. So I pretty much could do everything he did. So I stepped into that lead position. Okay. Which, listen, the first time he asked me, he said, Cheryl, do you want the lead position? There was no hesitation on my part. I said, hell no. No, I do not. I do not want the lead position because I don't prefer that. Like, I never wanted to be a manager, a supervisor, a team lead, none of that. All right. It's not like I don't have those skills. I just don't like it. I don't like it when grown people come to me saying, Cheryl, can I take leave? I don't care. Okay, I don't care. Why are you asking me? I don't have the temperament to be a manager and a team lead and then all the minutia of the time cards. And girl, who got time? Okay, I just know. But we needed somebody to step in. I didn't want some weirdo coming in there, trying to manage the team and throw their weight around. So I was like, okay, let me just do it. Let me try it because, like I said, I knew what to do. All right, I've been in this position for a very long time, very close with the CISO and all the contractors and all that stuff. So I did it. I'm doing great, but I hate it. Okay, I don't like it. I really don't. I don't like it at all. Now, what the part that I do love is working directly with the CISO. Okay. I love this lady. She's amazing. I'm using the word love here about a woman who is not part of my family and I'm not gay. All right. But I love this woman. All right. She's just amazing. The way she navigates, all the stuff that's going on and the temperament that she's able to keep while all these fires are happening. And it's not just the fact that she's smart. Like, she knows cybersecurity. Okay, she knows all that stuff, but she has so many personalities, okay, to navigate. You understand? And she does an amazing job. She does a great job with that. And I learn from her every day. So that's the part of the job that I really enjoy. Plus, I do get to do, I have a bird's eye view of everything that's going on, and as a policy person, I'm used to that and I love that. Okay. I don't like getting secondhand information from people. Don't come and tell me Nathan. Don't tell me nothing. Okay. If you want me to do something, like, show me the thing, invite me to the meeting, let me ask my own questions. Don't come here with your notes. I don't want to see your notes. All right. Like, I'm that kind of person. I need to be there because nobody's going to ask the questions that I ask. All right. If y'all know anything about me, this channel, my LinkedIn, my Twitter, my Facebook, my OnlyFans, y'all know. Okay. I like to ask questions and nobody asks the questions that I ask. All right. So the job, that was the first thing that kept me away from here. Now, the second thing was I made a crazy decision a crazy decision to teach at a community college. Okay, so I applied at Germana, which is a community college around here. Okay, and for the first time in March, I taught ITF plus. Okay, the like the lowest level CompTIA certification that you can get. Okay, it's a very good cert though. I mean, you're not going to see it on anything. You probably won't see it in any job announcements or anything like that. But the information is great. Okay, especially and the people the people in my class. I mean, they were just amazing. You know, it was very mixed. I had the youngest person was 16. I think the oldest was in her 50s. Okay. And I love that. It was just amazing. They had wonderful stories, and they were not sure if they even wanted to get into cybersecurity. Okay, so this is the kind of thing that it was. But so I taught that ITF plus. It was a lot of work. Okay, and it wasn't the teaching. That was the easy part. You know, Professor Black Ops, he probably knows exactly what I'm talking about. And anybody else who's out there teaching, the teaching was the easy part. It's all the minutia of the managing in Canvas and the grading and the setting up the assignments. I'm like, oh Lord, like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. So, and if y'all are commenting, I'm sorry, I'm on StreamYard. I cannot see. Can I see the comments over here? I don't know. I can't see the comments, but if you are commenting, let me see. No, I can't see Nathan, child. All right. Anyway, so I was so glad that was over. So I did it twice a week. And I love the teaching aspect, the coaching aspect. I didn't really consider myself a teacher or an instructor. It's more of a coach. Okay. Because these people, like they knew. I had one guy, he was working at with a car manufacturer. One lady had just, not died as a result of COVID. Okay. Which was, that's a huge feat. You know what I'm saying? So she was in there, because she'd rethought her life and what she wanted to do. And, her son advised her, Mom, you might want to, try cyber because he's a cyber. I mean, she just had an amazing story. And they all did. One person had just had a son and he wanted to, make sure he was doing everything he could to be able to support his family. It was just great. All the stories and they were just, the reasons why people were there was just amazing to me. And I love that part of it. I loved it. But all that administrative stuff, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna do that again. So I'll have to see about that. So that's number 2. Number 3. So the third thing, it didn't really keep me from YouTube, but I mean, it took a lot of my time, definitely time that I would have otherwise been, spent creating something for my channel. Okay, and that was writing for Salesforce. So I write cybersecurity modules for Salesforce Trailhead. Okay, and I've been posting them on LinkedIn. So if you're on my LinkedIn, you've seen them. Okay, now y'all, if I could do this full time, if they would pay me what my full-time job pays me, I would do this full time. Y'all know I love to write. I love it. I mean, right now, so I did cyber defense in the energy sector. Is that one published? If that one isn't published, it's the next one to be published. Cyber defense in the energy sector. Okay, versus the IT. So we're talking about OT, cybersecurity with operational technology versus cybersecurity with information technology. Okay, and there are a lot of similarities, but listen, I'm telling you, there's differences too. Differences that make a difference. So I'm talking about cyber defense, and I use the MITRE's new, what do they call it? MITRE's new cyber defense framework. Okay, I use that in there. There's another cyber defense framework I didn't even know existed until I did this, until I wrote this module. It's called ACDC. What does that stand for? I got to look at the module again to see what it stands for. But it's ACDC, and it's amazing. I believe it was Lockheed Martin who created that, the ACDC cyber defense thing. So I have to see if cyber defense in the energy sector is published, because I'll reshare it again. But so after that, when I did digital trust, so we get articles from different people, so that we have partnerships with different folks. I'm saying we, like I work for Salesforce, which I kind of do. But we have and one of those is the World Economic Forum, who they create a lot of cybersecurity content. Okay, so I riff off of that content. All right, so one of the papers they create, now that content is so highfalutin and above your head, and child, you need a PhD to read. Look, they do a great job. These people go all over the world, literally all over the world, and talk to folks before they write these articles, and they're fantastic. But ain't nobody understanding that. Okay, we got folks from Nutbush, okay, trying to get into the field. What that article ain't gonna do nothing for them. It barely did anything for me, and I'm from Houma, okay, which is not too far from Nutbush, but still, all right. That stuff is hard to understand, you know. So I have to do what I can to make it number one, understandable, and then relevant. Okay, digital trust, okay, like whatever, it's interesting, and then you go on about your business. But I am so proud of this module, y'all. I cannot wait, and it should be coming out next week until it comes out. Because what I did was I did digital trust in the software development lifecycle. Okay, so I take the SDLC, and it's almost like okay, this is an example that I gave to Dr. Phillips to help him understand what it was, right? So he does martial arts, okay? And he tries to he doesn't try, he does. He shows me like martial arts stuff, okay? Which I'm going to talk about in a second, about the main thing that's kept me off of YouTube, and it has something to do with that. But anyway, so the way I explained it to him is, okay, there's a certain routine, or there's a certain way that you block, or that you fight somebody, when they're coming at you, you block them and you defend yourself, and you're on the offense. Like, there's stuff that you do, okay, as a martial artist. But even though there's stuff that you do, like first you do this, and then you'll do that, and then and when you put your arm like this, and when you do a side kick, you do. So there are things that you just do. However, if the person that you're fighting is also a skilled martial artist, you're going to modify that in a way. If the person you're fighting is bigger than you, you're going to modify that. If the person you're fighting is shorter, okay, if you know what I mean? So depending on what's coming at you, you're not going to do everything the same way every time, okay? Because you're probably going to get your butt whipped if you do that. You're going to have to modify based on the circumstance, based on your opponent, right? This is how I wrote that article, that digital trust in the software development lifecycle. Depending on which part of the life cycle you're in, you're going to do different things to ensure you have digital trust there. And digital trust, all that means is you as an organization, you're creating an AI tool, for example, okay? I'm trusting that you are going to do that thing in the most ethical and, above board and, technically complete way that you do. I'm trusting that when I download this app on my phone, okay, is my phone ain't gonna blow up, or this app ain't gonna be collecting stuff from me that I don't know about. And you know what I mean? That's digital trust. It's just that, it's the same way with car manufacturers. When I buy a car, I'm trusting that all them parts are where they're supposed to be and they work the way they're supposed to work. All right. And if an accident happens, it was my fault. It's not because you don't know how to put a wheel on a car. You understand? So the same thing in the digital world. Okay. And one of the examples that I used, and she actually took this, my boss at Salesforce, she took this out of the paper because she was like, it was kind of macabre. And it was, but, but one of the examples, I used two examples, and one of them was the, is it Boeing? I think it was Boeing. Remember that MCAS situation that they had, where they had this software on board, this MCAS software on board Boeing, and it caused 2 plane crashes, okay? Because the software was stronger than the human intervention. Y'all, the documentary is on Netflix right now. Go to Netflix right now. What is it called? I don't know. It's something about Boeing or something. And look up, just search for Boeing. But it's about that MCAS situation. Y'all are not going to believe, if you haven't seen it before, y'all not going to believe the lengths that Boeing went through to be sure regulators did not know that this software was new. They didn't want them to know because they were going to have to spend money on training. They weren't trying to do that. Right up under the FTC's nose. Is it the FTC? Who is it that deal with aviation and stuff? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Right under their nose, they had this new thing and nobody even knew about it. They didn't want the training in the books. Child, they told so many lies. And it resulted in real deaths. Okay. So I think that the digital, and the digital trust, and we can't do that. We can't. Who I need to be able to trust you, okay? Especially if I'm in a situation where I'm in a plane, and if something happened, my only choice is what position you want to die in, Cheryl. Okay, you want your back to the ground, you want your feet up, what kind of facial expression you want, okay, when you leave this earth? You want to be cringing, you want to be laughing? That's the only choice I got, okay? Because your software is cutting off my life. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't want to be in situations like that. Now, that is a really extreme situation, but the same is true for these apps that we download on our phone. I need to trust the stuff that you putting out there, okay? And now whether it causes physical harm, or whether it's, you got so many vulnerabilities in there, that's what the app needs to be named. Just call it vulnerability and let me know what the hell I'm downloading on my phone, okay? You know what I'm saying? So digital trust is very important, and I worked a lot on this article, really trying to find a way to make it relevant for people, because I don't want y'all to just read it and be like, oh, that was nice, and like on LinkedIn or whatever. You need to share that stuff and be like, you know what? My friend is a software development person. They could really, really use this in the work that they're doing to make to make them stand out on the job. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. That's the kind of article I want to read. All right. Something that's going to help me stand out on my job. Something that's going to help me, set up my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's absolutely what I want. So there's that. Salesforce. Now, the number one thing, okay, that has taken literally all my time, y'all. It was so bad, you guys, that I was literally getting like 3 hours of sleep a night. Because I had all these stuff. I had the class going. Salesforce, I got to get that done, and that's a weekly thing. Like that's very, very fast paced. I can't take 2 months on one article. Like, this stuff needs to be done like 5, 6, 7 days, okay? Because I'm on a schedule, and then, the lead position, which had me up till all hours of the night, because I have to make sure the sister was taken care of. You know what I mean? When she has questions, I need to have answers. All right. Ain't nobody trying to hear, well, let me go look. No. You had all night last night. Okay. And you had up until 7 o'clock this morning. Why you got to go look for something right now? You know what I mean? So I had that. But the number one thing is, I have been training for a fitness competition. All right. I have another trainer now. I had a trainer in Fredericksburg, but the trainer I have now, she's much more hands-on, and that it's not easy. Okay. As far as the workouts are concerned, as far as the food, prepping meals and stuff, tracking, y'all, the tracking is going to be the death of me, because I can't stand it. I got my fitness pal. I done got every thing you can bolt onto it to make it easier for me. But for some reason, when the reminder pops up, say, Cheryl, you have not yet logged your dinner today, something in me refuses to allow me to acknowledge the fact that I haven't logged my dinner. So here I am on Friday, ain't nothing logged. That's trifling as hell, okay? Because, it makes it so easy for me to do it, but for some reason I'm like, it's not easy enough, apparently. It's not easy enough. I need the chip. Like, I'm ready for the mark of the beast, okay? If that chip could just get in my, I could think about what I ate and it go to Fitness Pal, we good, okay? I'm just kidding about John want the mark of the beast. But you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever will make it easier for me to track. But I mean, I've done a lot. I've gained muscle. I've lost because I started this in October, so I've lost a little bit over 40 pounds since then, and I've gained muscle. So it's looking good over. I mean, it was looking good before. Okay, you know how good it was looking before, right? Okay, so she looking even better right now. All right. So now what I was going to do was the competition I was looking at was the NPC, National PC. I don't know what that's standing for. But anyway, because they have it here in Woodbridge, like right here in Woodbridge, they have and at the high school, So I was going to do that in April, but I wasn't ready yet, which is why I got another coach. So, and she's, she is a coach. All right. I'm scared. Like, I'm scared the next time I got to meet with her because I got to tell her I haven't tracked my food. Okay. This lady can look at me and tell me how much sugar I've been eating. Okay. She can look at me and tell me whether or not I'm eating, you know what I mean? She's that skilled because she's been like, she's an IFBB coach and she's won awards and, she got a whole trophies all over everywhere. She's actually here in Springfield, Virginia. So I went to her studio to meet her and for her to take me through a workout. I've never sweat that much in my life. Okay. And she was easy on me. Okay. She was easy on me. Y'all, this lady had a treadmill like I have never seen in my life. I'm telling you, and I'm not exaggerating. 3 people could have stood on that treadmill, like the front of it, not from back to front, but just the front, shoulder to shoulder. That treadmill was so wide. And guess what the incline was? So in the gym, the one I go to at the gym, I'm a member of 2 gyms, right? Chin over here, but they close. So I have a membership at 24 hour. I can go anytime I want to. The treadmill in there goes up to like, I believe it's 12 or 15, something like that. Her treadmill went up to 30 incline. You understand me? I said 30. That's a 3 and a 0. You pretty much crawling up the wall at that point. Okay. I have never seen a treadmill that goes up 30 incline. And she said what that is it's like if you're pushing, those, what is that? What is it called? Like a horse or something? I don't know. Those football players and stuff, when they push that thing along the ground, she said that's why it's up at 30 like that. It's to mimic that movement. And she has a bike and it declines just as much. So now you're walking down the wall. Okay. And she has a bike that does the same thing. So now that, it's been about, how long is it? So I started in October. So I'm getting used to it. I can kind of eyeball my food now. I don't have to like weigh everything exhaustively and, and all that. I got my supplements down. The supplements are killing me. Absolutely. I hate taking pills. And with this stuff, I hate taking horse pills. These creatine, I had some creatine, them things were the size of avocados. You understand me? I don't know how they got them all in the damn container. I could not swallow that to save I know a lot of it had to do with just me seeing how big it was because I psyched myself out the second I saw how big that damn pill was. And I know you can add stuff to drinks and all that, but I am not trying to do all that. Listen, I got enough going on. I'm trying to make my life as easy as possible. So what I found was there are creatine gummies, okay, that actually give me the amount of creatine that I have to have, every day. And they're delicious. They're strawberry. I got them off of Amazon. They were like, I don't know, they were kind of expensive, like $40 or something, but with like 150 in the thing. But yeah, creatine gummies. I had no idea. All right. So now I'm good. Because that was the thing I was most worried about is not being able to take my creatine, but I'm taking it and it's delicious. Okay. And I also got some other gummies because she had me get some green stuff like spirulina and all this other greenery put together and all. It doesn't taste bad in the drink, but it's green. You know what I mean? I can't put it in orange juice. I can't put it in apple juice. I can't put it nowhere because everything just turns green. And drinking green stuff, I don't know. It's a mind thing. That's totally what because it doesn't taste bad. It's like when I ate those snails in Germany. They weren't bad. They were in a really delicious butter sauce, but they're snails. Like so it's like that, totally a mind thing. Totally. Yeah, so I'm good with the supplement and I'm okay with the fish oil stuff because those are small and they're soft, like you can see through them. I can very easily take that. When I have like iron and magnesium and all those things. So I'm good with the supplements now. It took me like 8 months, to finally get good with that, but I'm good with that now. Yeah, so that's what's been happening. Now, the next big thing, which is why I'm coming on here again. So I just had a conversation on LinkedIn, okay, with somebody that I'm gonna talk about, but I got to get all my stuff together so I can come on here. And if you're with me, you probably saw it, but he's a former black hat, and he put on LinkedIn a list of what you can do to help if you want to do bug bounty. It was a fantastic list. I mean, fantastic. The first step one, step two, it was great. I loved it. But when I got to step 4, did you hear what I said? When I got to step 4, he said something that troubled my soul, y'all. It troubled my soul. Y'all know how I am with that hacking stuff now. It troubled me. Okay. So because what he said was to be sure, something like be sure the organization has a responsible disclosure program or something. And I'm like, huh? Like, what are you talking about? The title of what he put up there was bug bounty. So bug bounty and responsible disclosure, in my mind, didn't go together. Okay, because responsible disclosure sounds like your hind pot did not ask for permission to be in this system. Okay, that's why you looking for responsible disclosure, because your ass shouldn't have been in here in the first place. All right, now I'm not going to go into it here, but let me get all my stuff in a row. He gave me something to read. I'm gonna read that. Y'all know how I do. I'm very fair. I'm very fair. I do my research. I ask questions. I do all that. I bring the facts to y'all to let you decide for yourself. But I have my own opinion about this stuff, okay? And y'all know how I am about that. All right, so we're gonna talk about that. Yeah, so there's that. But also I'm writing a book. I mentioned this book last year. It's a cybersecurity book, but it's gonna be for instructors and learners. And y'all, this gonna be fire. I'm telling you, okay? I've been working on it since last year, but because of all the stuff that was going on, I had to put it down for a while. So I contacted a publisher, and I just finished the proposal. I'm going to send it back to the publisher. I contacted somebody else who helped me edit and do the cover for my other 2 books. So, I emailed her today, and I was like, listen, I got 2 more projects for you. So hopefully within the next 2 months, I can have this book, ready to go. Now, I prefer, because it's a cybersecurity book, I prefer not to self-publish. Okay, so I'm hoping that the publisher that I've sent my proposal to, will accept it. I already gave her a synopsis of stuff, so they have a little information, which is why she sent me the proposal in the first place. Okay, she's like, this sounds really good. It sounds interesting. Give us some more information, and we'll see what happens from there. So I'm excited about that. Very excited about that. So of course I'm going to be on here talking about that. And other stuff that's going on. Okay, there's a lot going on in cybersecurity that we need to discuss. And I've been keeping my list and checking it twice, so it's not like I don't have the content. I just need to bring my hind pot on here and Watusi myself onto the screen so we could talk about it. Okay, and we will. So that's all I got for y'all. Just want y'all let y'all know I'm still here. Okay, I'm still here, and we're gonna be back. Okay. Oh, one more thing. I did not take the CASP. I was studying for the CASP, the CASP plus, okay, CompTIA's certification. I was studying for that. And then I was like, you know what? I don't want to do, it's so technical, y'all. I don't mind technical, but I don't want to do that. Okay. So I just became like this, what's the word? I don't know. Disinterested. Okay. I just became disinterested in it, which is unfortunate because, I'd already purchased it, and, so that thing is just down the drain. Isn't that terrible? That's horrible. But anyway, not doing the cast. And it didn't even bother me, because I'm like, it didn't even bother me. I did just finally get my CGRC. If you saw me on LinkedIn, I posted my badge on LinkedIn. So, and I say finally because y'all know I passed that exam a while ago, like 2 years ago. I passed, at that time, it was the CAP. Okay, I passed the CAP exam. So now I put in the application with all the RMF experience and stuff that I needed to get the actual certification, and they granted it to me last week. So finally got that on the resume. I'm not an ISC squared associate anymore, which was kind of, I mean, I'm not knocking it, but it was kind of lame to me, you know, because I'm like, I passed the exam. Can I be, you know, a little higher on the tier or something? I don't know, whatever. But I got it and I'm happy about it. So, and that also allows me, so I have my CYSA, my CISA, which is how CompTIA pronounces that as CISA. They don't say CISA. That sounds weird to me, but the CISA, according to CompTIA, I have that. I have my Security Plus, and I have my CGRC. So I'm able, I mean, I was able to before, but now I'm really able to move into a different position in my job. So I don't have to stay as lead, which I just explained to you. I don't like it. Okay. I don't like that lead position. I want to move into RMF. So, and I have the experience, you know, I've been doing the work. I know these people, you know, and I have such a bird's eye view that I know everything that's going on. Okay. It's not just the stuff about, you know, EMAS and POAMs and all that. I know everything going on in CDO. I know everything going on in PKI. I know everything going on in policy. I know what the CISO is dealing with, you know, with the other divisions. I know all that, you know, and I think that perspective, you know, lends itself well for me to go ahead and, you know, finally move into an RMF position. Okay. So that's all I have for you right now. Okay. I don't want to spill all the tea right now. But I'm going to be back very soon. Hey, I can see the chat. Hi, Keep It Techie. Yes, I'm doing bodybuilding prep. Thank you. Non-technical. And you know what? Now that you asked that, will your book be focused on non-technical parts of cyber? The article that's coming, that I'm writing right now, is about certifications. And I talk about technical and non-technical stuff in there. But absolutely. Okay. And it's going to focus on non-technical parts of cyber as well. And in the article that's coming out, I even have a section in there about the monetary value of soft skills. There is, don't let nobody fool you. Okay. Don't let them throw the okie. There is a monetary value to non-technical skill. And I mean, as non-technical, like soft skills. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Communication, teamwork. SHRM, the Society for Human Resource Management, is one organization that has done the research to show, they have the proof that if you have these soft skills, you will be paid more. I know somebody right now as I'm standing in my kitchen doing this video, okay, that gets over 200,000 a year. A lot of that is because he has commanding soft skills. You understand? He's got the certs and all that other stuff. But I promise you, there's somebody out there with those same certs who ain't getting close to what he has because they don't have the soft skills to go with it. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. And yes, the book will address that. All right. So I'm gone, y'all. I will be back. Thank you so much for being here. Keep It Techie, your fave persuasion. I like that name. I'll see y'all back here next time. And please like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Okay, risk management and just do assessments. That's great. So you need to stay over here. Make sure you subscribe, your fave persuasion. All right, because I talk about all that here. So I'll see y'all back here again next time and very soon. Okay, it won't be another 6 months, I promise. All right, good night, y'all.